Hello and welcome. I have forgotten to do something. Hang in there 1 second. I have been a dumb person. That's that. I seem to have managed today to have been like, oh, I've got an hour. That's fine, no problem. And then suddenly, what's going on there? And then suddenly there wasn't an hour. And I'm supposed to be starting the stream. And I don't quite know how I've managed that. Why is that? There we go. That's better. I've got my comments up and stuff now. Not that I imagine anyone's going to comment. I don't imagine anyone's going to watch again, but that's fine. It's not. I'm not doing it for that reason. Right. Let's get this loaded up then, shall we? I have been busy. No, that's wrong. Blooming heck. There we go. There we go. All this technology, eh? All this technology, and I can't remember to click a few buttons. Yes, I've been busy. There we go. Right. Basically, what have I done? So, where were we? I've not done anything really here, apart from that, basically. So that's now going in there, so it's not in the way. And there was a tower here, but it was getting in the way. Well, actually, I'll show you what I've done on the side. So I had, obviously, we've got the stairs here. I've tweaked that, so it's a bit more open and accessible and a bit more compact as well. Where am I going? I was going to... Yeah, so, and this is now the outside of the factory. What I should really do is the tubes where you can go up and down. But I can't... I had to look at the recipes and I can't afford them because I haven't got the stuff really. Or I didn't. I probably do now because I've been making a bunch of stuff. But the basic idea that I'm doing is the... whatever's being made on the level, I'm sticking in an industrial container such that the edge is on the edge of the thing, and I'm trying to line it up with the gaps that I already had, and then taking it up where I need it to go. Because one of the things I found out, and I'm sure this isn't new to anybody, but if you do, a belt, then you can actually put... no, I don't want to do that, but if you put a belt, basically you can then attach one of these lads on the end of it. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to attach them to containers and stuff. But you can literally just do it on a bit of belt. Just 1 second again. I'm making a bit of a mess of this today. Why is that not... No, that's fine. Why is the stream manager not... Oh, there we go. I say I've been having some... There's been a NVIDIA update. I don't think it's changed the resolution to 4K again. I think I managed to sort that out, but yeah, this could be coming out in 4K, which is not great because the bit rate's only quite small. In fact, the bit rate's really low. Yeah, this thing looks like it's attached to the wall. It's actually the hub. I can't show you, but this is the hub. This is a drone on the hub. It would let me build up so far and then not so far enough. So we've got this weird indent on a few other levels. But the basic idea, what I'm trying to do is keep things on the same side. So basically this is screws and stuff, and iron plate and iron rods and that, and it's made from iron ore, which is I'm making that on this side. So all the iron, sort of pure iron related stuff is on this side, on this level. And the thing we need to do is we need to make the next level of components. But this then is copper. So we've got the cables and the wires, also obviously the sheets. I think these are used a lot later on, but at the moment, because it's only pipes, I mean that's like loads and loads and loads of pipes. So I've just got one machine, but I think they're used for something later on. So we'll probably have to fix that. This is very much a learning exercise for me, obviously, because I've never really built a factory like this before. But so I've made them all well, that's wrong. I'm showing you the wrong bit. So I've made them all use these splitters on two sides. So there's straight wires over there, and then this is wires that I'm feeding into cables. And I've tried to do that approach for all of them, basically, where I can. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. But yeah, so then copper is basically on that side. Right, and then if we go to the next tier, and that's all set up and running, everything's powered up as well. He says, seeing a red, there's a red thing over there, which means it doesn't have power. Have I missed a connection, or is it just moaning about something? Maybe being full or something. Oh, this doesn't look right, does it? This shouldn't be connected here. It should be connected there. Oh, it's because I'm missing a power pole there. Right, let's stick that in just quickly. So it should go in here, here, here. And then let's see if we can get on the top again, as it's a bit easy to see when you stood on them. Yes, so what we should do is take that out and instead connect it to there. And actually, although the wire goes through, it's not actually connected, is it? No, okay. So this needs connecting to that one, and that needs connecting to that one. So that one's nice and close. That one's there. And now this one, what's going on here? This should be connected to there. It's staying red though. Oh, I've not set the machine. Okay. These should be making wires. That's why it's red. There we go. It's not the power at all. So I take this wire out. And connect to there. And then take this wire out. And connect to there. That's a bit more efficient. A bit more... not efficient, but... tidier. Yeah, as I say, I've tweaked all this, so I've made it so that hopefully there aren't any plunging drops that I can fall off. But also it gives me full access, because there was a wall here, and I used the wall to build the things, but because it, the type of building it does, you can then take out the supports, or whatever it's connected to or whatever. And then this level then is steel, straight steel. So we've got pipes and what they call them, beams here, basically. It's not taking up very much room, right? And this is it, that all I'm making out of steel at the moment. So we've got, pipes, millions of, steel, millions of. So what I'm thinking of doing is using this level, because obviously the copper is a bit more, there's a few more things to make with copper. So what I'm thinking is we bring some of the, because basically what I've done, what I've finished as it were, is all of the constructor stuff, I think. Let's just check. So I'm making iron plates and rods, screws, copper sheet, steel beams and steel pipes. I'm also making wires and cables and concrete. So there's nothing else, well, there's these, but, and that is obviously, the other area, and I don't know where you get quartz and silica in sufficient numbers to, make that worthwhile, but I can cross that bridge when I come to it. But yeah, basically everything here I am making, perhaps not in the sorts of volumes I need to, but it's sort of expandable generally. So what I'm thinking, well, what we need to do today, basically, in this episode, I say hopefully we'll finish it, but we need to make the assembler level materials, okay? And so we need to make, the reinforced iron plate, but that's, like you see, that's plates and screws. And I don't want to go too nuts. If we have to add more and more levels, that's fine, because there is, as I understand it, no upper limit to the height. But basically, I could make these on this level, because I don't want to use the copper one, because that is, there's more stuff needed there. But the modular frames, you see, use these. So do I, take them out or do I do like 2 production lanes like I've been doing elsewhere, which is what I'm thinking of doing, where it's, we're making one of those and sticking them in a industrial container, and then we're also making more of them, but using them to make modular frames. But then this is the thing, you see. Do I go up a level and make all 3 of these on the level above, or do I use this level that we're on? Because this level that we're on is almost empty. It's got the steel bits and that's it. The question also then is where do I take them out? Because if we're starting to combine, I mean, those are all iron, but they're a combination of steel and concrete. So where do I take them? I think we'll take them out the side. And I don't think these are used in. Yeah, so these aren't used to make any of these. But we need to make then industrial parts. But there you go. You see that one's actually rods and screws. So I could make that on this level. This is now obviously the steel things and wires should be in the level above, so to keep that sensible. Motors are not used in any of these, so I'm not going to make them. There may be an error, I don't know. But what I'm hoping to get to today is the smart plating versatile frameworks and automatic wiring, and those require us basically to make all of these. Okay, so what I'm thinking, and it's probably a bad idea, as I say, is that we make these on one level, make these on another level, maybe, I don't know. Or we have a level that is all of those things. Because I've basically built this level, and that's it. So if we wanted to do multiple levels, we'd have to go up. I'm not sure how I feel about that. What I'm tempted to do, as I say, is to make... Yeah, I think I'm going to make the modular frames and the whatever it is on this level. Yeah. Now, because what I've also done, I've added these... we've got exactly the same stair system on the side as well. So I've put these in as almost safety barriers, because I did actually fall out when I was making them. But there's the stairs over there. But by having the walls, I can chop them out. I can then see where the things are. So we've obviously got... Hang on. If that's that... Where are they? Oh, there they are. So they're a bit further over. Okay. So maybe I need to go out and do it over there. Because basically I'm using those as... there is obviously the gaps, So it's not safe. But because you need to put the elevators in. Oops. Because you need to put the elevators in, you need to have access of some description. So I've sort of set that up semi-permanently, if you see what I mean. So, if we wanted a lift Mark III, now what actually is that? I'm not actually sure which one that is. Let's bring it up anyway. Right, that level. Let's bring both of them up, because they are both used. There you go. So hopefully one of these is... it won't show me until I... do this. So this is kind of the point I was saying about level 2 belt seems... So that's rods and that's screws. So we could make modular frames here quite easily, I think. And I say my thought process is, to reuse this basic idea, and then we'll take, because the bottom one has the raw ore, the raw ingots. So I don't think need to take that any higher up. So we could put the industrial lads here. I think ultimately what this game involves is actually coming up with factories that are, how to put it, self-contained. That you have a factory that builds, modular frames basically, and then you can either have that work from raw material or from iron plate sort of thing. and then they ship them somewhere else, usually probably by train. But we obviously need to get to a stage where that's viable. So we need, I'm thinking one. Oh, look at the power station. So nothing's really running because it's all sort of stopped. It's all mostly filled up its things, but our capacity is 670 still. That would be with the bio burners running, and our consumption is only current consumption is 174. That's it, 150, and maximum is about 517. So if everything switched on, we would start using the bio burners basically. But we still got a lot of headroom, and obviously, say not a lot of stuff is running because it's all filled up its chests. Right. So basically, I say my thought process here is we take these two, right, and we use them to make whatchamacallits, the plates, say, and put them in here, and then the old the frames and put them in here, and hopefully there's enough room. Basically, that's kind of the question. I mean, I could move them all over to here. So let's try and space it out. If I was to build, say, modular frames, how much room would I need? So if we imagined, so we're going to need, a merger. See if we could, not align it with this, as it were. So we can put it down this side. So we'd need a merger. We would need at least one assembler. So, and that would be set to, say, reinforced plate. And then we need, no, we're not going to have room, are we? And then we need 6 is no, 7's a splitter. So then you need like a double splitter, and that would be fine for that one. A problem is that to do it on the other side, we would need that doing them again, and then we also need, because they're quite big assemblers actually, we would need another one of these. We would, need more than that. We'd need another one of them. We'd need some sort of merge line. No, we're not going to have anywhere near enough room. So it'd be like a merge line. Let's just plonk them down. It'd be a merge line. It'd then be a split line. It would then be another assembler. I'm not even sure this fits in, even if we start right the way at the edge, because they are big, the assemblers. Now what does this actually need? This needs rods as well. Okay, let's take a different approach then, maybe. What would that different approach look like? So let's take all of this out. So, different approach, I'm thinking, is that we bring... So this becomes a splitter. We bring screws down one side. And I can't do that, can I? Because... So we would have to have both here. So this becomes screws and rods. Then we have an assembler making modular frames. But then rather than doubling it up this time, it would be merger, split, and that then goes to, one of the chests, and then some more up, some up. Half of it comes this way. And we have an assembler, and we would need another merger, which doesn't fit. But we're not badly overlapped. That's what we'll have to do then. Okay. That's what we'll have to do. Those aren't connected. Why are they not connected? Yeah. Oh, it's only pipe, so it doesn't really matter. But I thought I connected everything up. Maybe I just figured because it was pipe it didn't really matter. Right, so if this is... that's rods, isn't it? And this is screws. So unfortunately they're kind of the wrong way around. Okay. So if we put a splitter in here... oh, because that's the point. I actually need 2 lines of... because you need rods as well, don't we? For the modular frames. Why are you not giving me blue lines? Nous et son blue line. It gets a bit difficult in the dark to do anything now. I don't know if... I think that's because I've encased, you know, I've encased myself basically. So actually it needs to be maybe there-ish to give me a bit of room. Oops. So we would have one line, you know, coming out of here. Like that. And then we can use good old-fashioned whatchamacallit. That probably needs to be a bit longer, doesn't it? Good old-fashioned clipping. Right, so then we put a splitter in here. Like that. But where is it? Come back, son, all is forgiven. Right, so let's clean that up. And then, because I need that, because I need to take it, you know, the other end, as it were, because we need 2 inputs for the modular frames. Right, so this one is only 1, isn't it? We don't need this, you know, for the modular frames as well. So let's do a conveyor pole. Now, is this going to be enough room? I can't put it there anyway. So let's put it there. So the idea is the first assembler is going to be here. Why are you not giving blue lines? Oh. What? Where's... où est la blue line? Don't be tedious now. Come on. There we go. There's a blue line. You can actually get them really close, but it makes it a bit difficult actually. So actually that's too close to this one because we need the space over there, don't we? So if we put in a bit more space, is that enough? Because I need to put one of these in basically here, like that. Any blue lines? You're not going to bother with blue lines. Ah, no, that's blue line for that one, but no blue line for that one. Oh no, there we go. So probably get that closer, I think. Like here. That's a bit better, isn't it? And then this we can probably put assembler a bit closer. I'm just worried about basically getting to the other side, breaking on through to the other side, and discovering that I don't, you know, we're right up against the old the wall basically. So right, so that would need to go in there. This would need to go in there. So you can actually put them right close to each other. But so this would be screws. So this would be making reinforced iron plate. And then, as per my other ones, we come in here, and this is a merger, right? Blue line, there we go. So what I can actually do is have the merger go that way and go straight into a splitter like that. So you can put them right close together, but it can make it a bit difficult to get the belts to do their thing. And then the idea would be, basically we're going to have a row of these making modular. There's not enough room for this. I should really be doing that on a new level. This is a row of modular frames. Not modular frames. Yeah, reinforced iron plate. That come down here, and then it splits it here, and sends some into that chest over there. Not chest, that thingamy over there. And then the rest of it sends up this line here, which an assembler, let's pop it in so that we know roughly where we need to put it. So we line it up. Which assembler combines with more rods. Let's just have a look. What's the recipe? So modular frames, yeah, also need rods. And that's why I split that one. So we need then another splitter going down here, like that. I bet you could probably put them on top of each other, but oh, like that, and then move it over. Ooh. Blue lines, blue lines. Give me the blue lines. That's one blue line. Doesn't look right. Why doesn't that look right? So that's the... There we go. Is that right? No. Why did you let me build that there? I'm starting to move my head again. I guess if it's aligned with the assembler, it's fine, but that doesn't... wasn't giving me the blue lines. Modular frames, and then we want we want a merger. Like this one, and that'll send them over to that container. Right, let's plumb it all up. I'll just set the one up in this stream, basically, I think, so that we'll get the production, and then I'll come and add machines because I'm going to need to add more power. So I thought it hooked everything up, but clearly not. You know, on the steel level, we've not actually got all of the power hooked up. Right, so what gives us a nice tight corner? There we go. I've kind of gotten into these. I didn't really see the point of these to start with, but kind of got into using these. The old stand things. It's actually easier to do them. Work everything out, and then add the belts. Right, and you need to come out here, don't you? So, oh, what happened there? No, there we go. No, there we go. Conveyor pole, here we go. So I put one there, and it was this one, wasn't it? So we need something probably here. Somewhere there, maybe. Let's do it there. And then, yeah, put it there. Ah, except, oh no, that's what I'm connected to. The clipping is really useful. I'm not sure this game would kind of work, or it would become so frustrating as to be basically unplayable, I think. For me, anyway. If you weren't able to use the clipping. So say we will take something out of here. So we need another pole. Whoops. So let's put our thing there. Oh no, that's the merger, isn't it? So it actually wants to come out of here because this is, yeah, it's a splitter. I should add it to the hotbar, actually. I keep forgetting. Right, so it would be coming out of here and connecting to that one. So let's put the thingy there. Yeah, gives us room. And then the next one there. And I'll put a support there. So I'll support in there to start with. Whoops. The autosave does seem to be quite sort of crunchy. I don't know if that's my system or I've kind of, you know, built a factory that's horribly optimized, or well, I'm sure that's true. I don't have any doubt on that one. But you know that it's particularly, you know, triggering problems that the game has with rendering or something, but not rendering, with saving. But I say the saves are quite crunchy. I'm just gonna put level 1s in. I say this is just about hooking this up to see it works basically at this stage, and I'll add the extra machines in because I can't actually support them with the power. So that's rods, that's fine. So we need to, speaking of which, we need to add the power in. Oh, did I hook this up? No, I didn't. Okay, let's hook that up. Oh, I switched it up, yeah. So, there. And then, oh, I didn't even put the supports in. Where have I put them there? Let's put it there. And then, is that a bit far? Let's put that there. Oh. Not sure what happened there. And then it's there, isn't it, basically? So, like that. And maybe like that. Oops. It does have a weird tendency to sort of catch onto the back, if you see what I mean, of those things. I don't know why that is. Probably the angle I'm trying to do them at, if you see what I mean. So, yeah, let's add some power. Let's take the power sort of maybe roughly down the middle. Down here, where we'll be able to put power poles in here. Maybe. Whoops. So let's add the second machine on. So I'm not going to hook it up. Let's put it in so that we can. Why is it not orientated in the same direction? And then like this. Okay, so power poles were no, don't think that's going to work, is it? Because we would need one of them there, one of them there, and one of them see, it's not. Oh, there we go. There's the blue lines. No. What is it aligning with when it does that? Because it's not the input. No, you see, it's not aligned. Stop messing about. Am I being dumb? It's just not giving me a... It's got to be there anyway, because it's the corner. No. Is that lined up? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm doing the power poles anyway. Yeah, so we can plot the power poles in here, basically, can't we? They need to be... Well, don't need to be, but put them there. Yeah. Right, so let's connect up with cables. So then... There you go, you see. Very crunchy autosave. Whoops! No, might not be on top. There we go. Nothing's happening. Oh! Oh dear. It's not rods. Oh. Oh. Okay. Where the heck is iron plate then? Oh. Where have I put the iron plate production then? Let's go down a level. Put that back in. So this is wrong. It's not supposed to be rods. Okay. If I take out that bit, we need to connect these up. And I have to take all of them out, aren't I? So if I just... Oh, I can't take them out of there. So I can pick all of them up. Is that all of them gone? Or is there still one trapped in there? Okay, this is meant to be iron plate, not iron rods. I don't know where the iron plate is. Okay. So let's go down a level. Go down another level. So that's... Oh, is that iron rods over there? See, these are all hooked up and running. Is this iron rods? Yeah, that's iron rods. Iron plates. Right, okay. Because these get a bit funky, these, basically, because what I have to do... So it's why I put them there, when I discovered that you could do this, basically. So you can put the belt out, and it will connect to it. As you see, it goes a bit weird. So what we kind of need is one of these. In fact, is it 3? I can't remember. That's too high, isn't it? So connect that to there. Right. And then we connect this to here. And then we need to go and... Actually, we can do it here. Whoops. Because that's copper. So we need to go up a level. It probably won't let us finish that because this wall is going to be in the way. Oh no. I guess it's sufficiently far over that it's happy. But I need to get rid of that wall, you see. Right, and then we bring it in here, which is all a bit inconvenient because this is where my my steel is coming in. So I'll have to kind of jerry-rig it round, I guess. I think that might have been why I wasn't keen to do this, and do it on a separate level instead. Right, if we put the pole, say here, and then connect it around there, and then we have a pole. Let's add it onto my. How do I bind to hotbar? So number 9. There we go. That's better. There we go. Right. So it's coming down here. So let's put one in there. And I need to connect it into this, don't I? So would I be better turning this round? I would, wouldn't I? No, it's inconvenient. Okay. So merger, splitter, like that. Also like that. Oops. Oh, I mean cables again. Sorry, the cable management. Right, so we don't want 5, we want 3. There we go. In there. And then we can connect it in here. It's going to be more than a little bit weird because it's going to come down and then go back on itself. 9. Right there. So that was a bit of an error. Where are you? You're a bit of an error. That's fine. It's all learning. There. Oh, there. There. Iron plate. Iron plate. Hurrah! Right. So, because these are really slow, basically. I say this is what I was saying about level 3 belt is kind of easier to make than level 2 because they're really slow. I mean, these are even slower, 2 a minute. But it needs 3 a minute as an output. And this is 5 a minute. Okay. There's no way we're going to fill a level 1 belt because that's 60 items. So we kind of need to think how many we're going to be able to fit in. Yeah, I suspect I may end up moving this to another level because, we need several machines doing it. So what that 5, 10, so that's 15. So that's like a quarter of a belt, basically. 15 of them. Yeah, so it's nothing really. I imagine this is where you're supposed to start using, the power overdrive slug things. But I know so little about them. What are you doing? So you're a merger. So why aren't you pointing in the right direction? There we go. So say let's hook it all up belt-wise. I think we'll do that, and then we'll call it done. Even though, as I say, there's no power, but everything's ready to Oh, that appears to be the wrong way around. How is that the wrong way around? Like that, there we go. How is that the wrong way around, my friend? How have you managed that? Right, so we want that belt there. Oh, right. Is this the wrong way around as well? Yeah, that's the wrong way around as well. They're very... It's a combination of it doesn't quite set them in quite the way I expect by default. And it's very difficult to see what's going on. So, that would be 5 up to there. I guess if we just put 3 down of each, maybe. for the time being. So my feeling is that we kind of need entire factories dedicated to producing some of these things. So why have you gone that way around? Oh, I've reversed them. So actually that needs to be there. So the orange is the in, isn't it? Yeah, so that needs to go there. And that needs to go there. And that needs removing. So, you would come up here. You would come up here. You would connect there. And you there. Oops. Oh. You there. You there. And then we need to get on top of something so I can see if everything is, oops, correct. No, that one's missing there. So that, oops, that needs connecting there. There's nothing on that. Why is there nothing on it? Oh, because it's these. And these are produced pathetically slow. Okay. So where's our power lines? There. So, whoops. Is it this gap I've been putting in? No? There? And I think. So you end up needing to be close to things to see where you're putting them. But if you're close to them, you can't see where you're putting them. So that's that one. So that should be there-ish, I think. Right. Put those on there. I say, but we won't actually hook the machines up. Haven't even put the recipes on them. That didn't take, did it? No. Okay, so that's plate. No, haven't done that as either. What about you? Right, so in theory that's plate and frames. So what we need to do now, well, let's have a see. So we could do encased industrial beams, but they would need to be on the level above because, you know, the steel beams are here. We could also do, oh, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. Because that's the same recipe. It's, you know, it's rotors and no, it isn't. No. Okay, so basically the question is where I make each thing, because encased beams are going to have to be the next level no matter what. But do I then make, we're going to need another level, aren't we, no matter what. But you see, I could make rotors here. You know, I could split them off now and make a line of rotor production here. And I could maybe break my rule and, you know, have them coming out of here somewhere, or there, maybe out this one. Or I could just feed the belt down because I'm not going to get too many assemblers in there. So yeah, so basically that needs converting into a splitter. We might as well do it. I mean, I might as well give that a go, basically. Is that gonna, it's not going to be enough room, is there? I don't think so. This needs to be a splitter. Splitter. There, I think. I should actually have some. Do I still have a box? I've probably got a box somewhere with a load of... Oh, no, I'm carrying them around, I think. The old modular reinforced iron plates. So, yeah. So, yeah, these production volumes are pathetic, aren't they? But yeah, I'm the same here. I need to swap this out now. So this is where we needed a splitter. Are you going to align? Maybe? Would it be there? Yeah, I think so. I assume that's okay. It didn't look okay, but whatever. Right. Now, if I was to put... Am I going to have room? Oh, I didn't put these in, did I? So this would be a merger. Like so. This would be a merger. So if I imagine... So if there's another... production, basically... You know, reversed, as it were. Again, would it be better to go put them on top? It probably would be. Well, I need to check here. Let's have a look. So that's the concrete there. So I just need to avoid, if I'm going to put the industrial casing in, an industrial thingy-bobs. Oh right, there's copper wires here. Oh, okay. And what are you? You're cables, okay. So that's not ideal. So really, I think we probably need to be here, don't we? Can I see what's... Is there anything in the way? No. Okay, so we need the... Or I could have them here. Let's take them out of here. So basically I'm going to take the... whatever it is that I'm making. I've forgotten. Whatever it is I'm making. What the heck am I making? So that's going to be out of there. Okay. So if this was the assembler here, like so. Oh, it's going to be tight. That's what she said. So this is going to, basically this is going to make the old rotors. Right. And I'm going to stick them in there. Take them that way. So these are the wrong way around, basically. Are they? Maybe I accidentally messed up and they're the right way around. Which is to say, entirely deliberately and correctly. Maybe it's my eyes, but the orange and the blue can be difficult to tell apart for some reason. It's probably my eyes. So that's as close as I'm ever going to get that, isn't it? Crikey. So we would need splitters, basically. Splitter. Here, which is not gonna give me any kind of alignment thing. What are you aligning with there? Are we there? Probably. And here. Oof. Yeah, okay, that's not going to work. So, what we can do instead, as I say, is like double, effectively stack them. I could stack these and give myself more room here. But that's probably more sensible, isn't it? No, why have you got... No. Merger. There. No. Yes. Okay. Right. Okay, game did a weirdness. Maybe I should turn the frequency or something as autosaves down. I say it's getting weirdly chunky given I don't think I'm doing a lot, as it were. The question here is whether that angle... No. That angle... No. Right, so if we were to put it like one back... Is that enough? Yes. Mary. So if this is the rotors, see these are only 4 a minute as well. So say if it's rotors, I've got enough room there I think now. So we would need a splitter. Again, it's not showing me any blue lines. Splitter like that. And like that. And like... Again, no blue lines. That. And like that. Hopefully. So you would output there. You would output there. I'm in the way. You do there. You do that. No, you do there. And then that one comes through to there. Comes to there. Okay. So what does it need? It needs rods and screws, which are these two I've just done over here, aren't they? Yeah. So let's grab one of them. And it wants to be... Probably want something connecting here. And here. And then... Maybe if I plot this here. So one of these here. That. Nice. Line you up. And then lined up there. Just that line there. To say there. And then this is this line here. I do like the clipping. Well, you know, the snapping basically. It's a lot easier that. Right. So you should hopefully clip on there. And you should hopefully clip on there. And you're this one. Ah, can't afford. Okay, let's go and get one of my million bits of thingy. I did wonder about maybe using the other thing to take all of the material to a single collection point. You know, so I could use the bottom one to take them all down to the ground somewhere so that I can just grab them from a single collection point. It felt like that might get a bit spaghetti though, so I didn't in the end. Right, so, or didn't. I'm not planning to do that basically. So we actually want that one. So we need this to be lined up with that. We need enough room. So it's probably going to be somewhere there. And then somewhere sort of there. Oh, I didn't hook these up. Okay. So, you know, I can add in extra stuff, but I suspect this is probably not going to last. Why are you not working? Oh, because I ran out before I finished. So, hook that to there. Oops. Hook that to there. Put that to there. Right, power. We should do a separate line, really. No? There we go. So, where do I want to put this? Yeah, let's put it down the side here. Like that. That's. Am I just going to do one again? Yeah, let's just do one. Why is that filling up so slowly? I guess if it needs 100 a minute, level 1's nowhere near enough. I did discover, and I didn't know I could do this, but if you hover over with a different level of belt, that's your replacement mechanism. And I'm sure I tried that, and it didn't work. But so this is level 1 belt, and I've got level 3 belt in my hands, and so if I hover over the thing, it lets me upgrade like that. The key to that is it keeps the material on the belt, basically. Oh, this is the wrong level belt, isn't it? That's not right. Oh yeah, I've put level 1 in for some reason. What do you do that? So this needs to be. Well, why it's good basically is because it doesn't. You know, if you dismantle it, replace it that way, you pick up everything that's on the belt. If you do this, even though it disappears, it doesn't put it in inventory basically, so you don't end up with a inventory full of rubbish. Excuse me, sorry, I'm gonna have to turn my desk fan off. There we go. Got desk fan under the thing, but it's making my leg a bit cold. But it's difficult to access the button. Right, let's have a snack and a coffee. I think we deserve it. Right. So I need to upgrade that belt for the future. Now, is the other one? Is rods also needed at that speed? No, rods is only 20. Now, are these rotototors, are they? Yes. We have rotototors. You see, I've got, so I was carrying around what I had in terms of them. You know, so we could go and put the plates back. Because I did have them in that chest. All of those chests are gone over there. You know, I moved all the stuff over. Where am I going? Going the wrong way, aren't I? No, that's right. So we want to put something in here, some of them, and some of them. There we go. Right, so what next? Oh look, there's the modular frames. Yeah, so if I just stick one of these down, and we'll see how we're doing. Not actually sure now. We'll get these last few things. We're not. I'm going to leave encased beams. You know, I need them, but not for these. The only thing I'm not making is the stators. So we need to make stators, but we could make them, and we could make them, because we're now making rotors. But let's finish off the stators. So what I'm thinking is just to really sort of restart hub production. I'm just trying to work stuff out with these. I'm fully prepared to do an extra level. That's fine. I don't mind that. But and in fact, I've sort of prepped it, but I don't want to do it on stream because it's a bit tedious. In fact, I don't. You know, I'm happy to go up multiple levels. But what I need to think is how and where I'm going to output stuff, because we got what we got here. That's the beams, and that's pipes. So we would need a bit of area here. In fact, let's just plop an assembler in. You know, something like that. We're needing encased industrial beams to be made. Concrete, of course, is way down on the first floor. So that's a consideration. But the pipes are there. So I'm thinking just to almost restart, like almost on principle, even though it's not going to be in any way efficient. All right, that's a stairs bit. See, the question is what I've aligned with where. That's the real, because that's plate, but I don't need plate. So we could have output here. I can't remember what you need industrial beams for, so I don't know what sort of volume I need them in. What I'm kind of thinking, to be honest with you, is that I do, you know, I sort of get this at least producing something, set the hub to being, you know, to uploading it, to, you know, taking it, and then I go off and explore, because, you know, there's got to be other places for good, you know, iron, copper and steel factories. But yeah, so that if that's one of the outputs, then in theory, I mean, industrial beams could be stuck in here. I say I don't know what the volumes need to be, but then we could put the other two, you know, here. I think that's a horrible alignment though, isn't it? Because isn't this where I'm putting... Oh no, it won't be. Okay. So there should be the materials we require. along here. So this should be something we need, I think. So let's have a look. No, where's me? There it is. So, level 3 conveyor. Why does that appear to be so far stuck out? And then level 3 conveyor. So what have you actually got then? Put you there. Put you there. So what are you? You're the reinforced plate. You're the modular frames. Then we need, because I still need to make stators. This is the bit, one of the bits I find a little difficult, in that you can't hand make things. I mean, you can obviously at the workbench, but you can't hand make them in the sense of, you know, like Factorio, where you can just, you know, click on them. And you can't look up the recipes as a result. So, if this was... what was this? Let's just go down to that level. So, we go here. So, what's this? This is rotors, and we need rotors, don't we? So, we need a bit of belt to, you know, here or something, and then we need an elevator clip on. There you go. They're really cool, these lift things, I will say that. Apropos of nothing, encroaching others' clearance. Okay. It's to do with, you know, them being on the edge and not being on the edge sort of thing. That's fine, I can just take the wall out basically. Right, so put it there. And what are you outputting? You are outputting... oh, it's a bit higher there, but never mind. You are... what? Oh, you're rotors. Okay, so we need them. To make stators, what do we need? So let's just put the machines down, like they were before. We need some assemblers over here. Making what? Making one of these three, but which one? Because we've got rotors over there. This is going to get a bit spaghetti, isn't it? Oh well. So I'm not even making stators. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of spaghetti involved with this. Okay. And I think that's inevitable no matter what I do. So how can I sort of minimise it? Because rotors are that way, and the iron plates are that way. The modules are that way, but the iron beams are that way. Steel beams are that way. Stators I'm not even making, they're going to be on this level, so I can put them wherever. But cables are somewhere down the bottom. So I need to bring wires and cables up, don't I? Basically, as well. It basically is everything, almost. They're right the way down on level 2, aren't they? Okay. So not on this level. This is steel and them. So these are down here. But where are they? Because that's copper. Oh, okay, they're on this side. Okay. Because I need both wires and cables, so we can hook them both up. Oh, I've already put the things on. Oh, I'll put one of them on. There we go. So we need some more of that. Somewhere there. So these are on, so it's the stairs on the right. of this. Okay, so they're below here. So they're below here. Oh, and I've already punched the wall out. Okay. That's cool. So let's go and hook them up. And we'll wander back round. In fact, can I do it from the edge? Oh, that's a bit risky. That's a bit risky. I haven't got any parachutes. I forgot to make some more of them. Right. No, we want... What do we want? We want a conveyor lift there. No, you're going to clip. There you go. And then we want to go up 2 levels. Oh, can't see it. There we go. Up 2 levels. So it's like that, isn't it? If we don't want that silly drop again. So this should be... Where have I done that there? I've done it before, I think, haven't I? There. Is that cables? So that's cables. Let's go back down again. Clip that on there. So I should be using the tubes, but I believe they use the motors and stuff. I think that was the problem. And I was like, well, I need to build the factory in order to build the motors that I need to make the factory building a bit more convenient. So let's build that factory. So this should be wires. Okay, so that's wires. Right, so we're going to need an assembler here, because the only reason we need wires is to make stators. So it's going to be here-ish, and we're going to bring wires down from somewhere there, and we need pipes. So this is going to make stators. And it's going to feed them up. We're going to have some kind of thingy somewhere for them. Where's best to put that? Because you're rotors, aren't you? So actually putting a stator thing here might be convenient, because then, you know, stators plus... Oh, wrong thing. Stators plus rotors equals motors. So in other words, there's some stators being produced and stuck in this chest. That'll probably end up being the other way around, I would imagine, but we'll sort that out later. So we then got rotors and stators, and I'll have to, you know, curve that back round again. And in theory then we can make motors quite easily here, if and when we decide we need them. But otherwise we've then got everything being made that we need to make our things. So we are again back to the question of which it's best to make where. So if I make smart, and then it really doesn't matter, does it? Because it's just going to be spaghetti mess no matter what I do. That's the reality. Okay. That is the reality, so we should accept the reality. In which case this machine is the wrong way around. That's not a good start. So I'm literally thinking, you know, I stick these sort of next to the appropriate things, and I just spaghetti round the stuff, basically. It's not quite going to be spaghetti. I'll probably use thingamies. You know, is that not lined up with that? Is that lined up? Whatever. Yeah, so these machines will basically be here, feeding directly in. No? Yes? No? There we go. No. Yes? No. On that layer. There we go. And we're going to have mergers here. Spitting them out into the... See, why is there room there and no room there? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to use level 1 belt for this because there's no way we're producing anything like a decent volume. I guess I could try and arrange the splitters so that it's similar stuff, maybe? Maybe that'll work? Maybe. Right, so there. So if you were making... Do they overlap at all? So that's plates and rotors. No. It's all independent stuff, isn't it? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So how about we make smart plating here? I'm lost as to how smart plating has a rotor in it. I don't quite know what that means. The frameworks I get, because that you can sort of see that. Although these are triangular and the things you're making it out of are entirely square, but that's fine. So put that there maybe. And then automatic wiring, although it, sort of makes some sense, but it's a smart plating I don't quite get what that means, as it were. Right, so if we put splitters like so, it doesn't give you the blue lines on them, and then it gives you blue lines on that. Very strange. Because is that lined up? No, that's not lined up, is it? Oh, and then it gives you blue lines. It's because it's too close, I guess, is it? Whatever. So we need splitters on this. I'm basically going to put these down. Hook all of the... Because that's the wrong way around. That's why that's not right. Yeah, it just doesn't give you the blue lines like it should. So, actually that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Should be that way around. Why is that? No, got that wrong. Because it should be on that corner. There we go. Right, so these would be splitting into here. And then same again, these are splitting into here. Are those not at the same level then? No, this is just misaligned again. Should be there. Oh dear. So why is that not aligned? Let's put that in. If I put them So that's there. Oh, it's because the container's in. That's in the wrong place. That should be like that. Why was it okay for this side then? It isn't. This should be closer. Bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Let's give it all a go again. Right. Let's see if I can do it this way around. So if I do that there, and the things are wrong, brilliant. Is that because these? No, that's orange, and that's orange, and that's orange. Why doesn't it do it properly? Right, production assembler. What are you lining up with now? Because they're in line. Right. We'll get there eventually. And that, I mean, that stuff didn't really matter, but it just gives me a bit more, you know, room, as it were. Right, so oops. I don't actually know whether it matters what direction you connect them up in. I'm guessing not. Because the arrows force it, presumably. So have you got... No, you've not got a connection. Right. So these assemblers are all connected to their storage container, but we need some splitters in here. Good lord. Right. And that needs to be orange there. Again, no lines. Is that correct? Looks about right. So let's hook this up. Right. Blimey. I think I just put them in order, didn't I? Yeah. So that's automatic wiring, that's Versatile Frameworks, and this is smart plating. So I guess we could make it sort of enough, you know, I could copy these up. You know, to have a theoretical number. So how many is that? That's 4. Why do you look like you're too far over? These are all the wrong way round. See, why is it copying them the wrong way round? But how quick are these? 2 a minute. So if that was 2, 4, 6. Oops. 8. So in theory, 10 a minute. So this factory cannot produce that much. I know that for a fact. If this is a merger, it wants to go that way, doesn't it? Was that? Yeah, it was lined up. Okay. So actually merges there. Actually merges there. And now we need splitters. Splitter. Right, let's do this one then. So that's correct way around. And then we want one here. One here. One here. And then these should just be on the corners, basically. Even though it's not going to give me the blue connecty lines. Right. Well, that's all wrong, isn't it? Brilliant. What were you lining up with there, then? It has this tendency to put them in the middle, and I don't know if that's meant to be like a hint that really I should be stacking them. But it didn't line them up. So there you go. Why is it lining up with the middle? You're not even going to show me the blue line for the edge. Okay, don't show me the blue line for the edge. Except it's in the wrong place. There we go. So that needs to be there. And this one should be here. God dear. Yes, so I'm just going to put these in with, if I've got enough, regular old, you know, level 1 belt. I'm not even going to connect these, the actual assemblers up with belt, I think. I'm sure I can be bothered. Yeah, okay. Wow, I've got to repeat all of that. Okay. So, is that the right way around? Yes. Oh, I'll put the same number in. I don't know if I... Don't know if I need the same number. I don't know if they're the same speed. Oh, that's 5 a minute. So if this was... I only need 2, don't I? Okay. I only need 2, my friend. Only 2. Just 2. 2 for me and 2 for you. Right. This is input, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I click that on there. Click on there. So I'm not going to connect these across. Next one. Better check how quick these are first. 2.5 per minute. Obviously. Obviously. So we need 4 of these if we're doing a theoretical 10 a minute. Without, as I say, the power to support it or anything like that. So, no, we're not. But we can at least have the machines ready and preparized. So that wants to be the blue there. That's that. Oh, I didn't put the output connectors on the other one, did I? And that should be 3. That should be 4. Or did I? Or did I? Let's have a quick look. So it's E3 season. I watched the old Jeff Keighley's Amazon's Advert Fest last night. Festival of Games, which was most definitely sponsored by Amazon. You could not miss the fact that it was sponsored by Amazon unless you were extremely determined to miss that. Which is fine. I'm sure these things are expensive to put on, and it was a good show. I mean, it was well produced and all that. I didn't really have any problems on it from that point of view. Why did I put that there? Oh, that's okay. A little disappointing in the games for me. Obviously, everyone's gone nuts for. I don't know why I'm saying this because it'll be weeks before. Oh, I don't want to connect them like that. A couple of weeks before this goes live. The Satisfactory ones aren't as delayed as the factory ones. The VOD will be up on my YouTubes, obviously. So let's connect you. So you're connected. You've not got anything to do, but you're connected. But yeah, a little bit disappointing for me in terms of the games because not hugely interested in a lot of what was shown, but that's fine. I mean, gaming is a broad church, and I am more than happy with there being games that I don't have a great deal of interest in. In fact, I really like that about gaming. But there's all sorts of different games for all sorts of different folks. But yes, in terms of me personally, not too much to be excited about. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is probably of most interest. The first game, I played the first game. In fact, I've completed the first game, but in the sense that you can complete it, because it's you build a park basically. So building and management type games. It's a bit simple. Was my sort of criticism of it. A bit sort of, I don't like using the word dumbed down, but it wasn't a particularly deep simulation type game, but that's fine. As I say, I don't have any problem with there being simpler games of that type and all that. So let us hook up some of these. We might just squeak in finishing this. Right, so if this is smart plating, what does it need? It needs reinforced iron plates and rotors. Rotors are over here somewhere, aren't they? In fact, they're exactly here. What I need to be careful of is, what does this require? The stators don't require rotors, obviously. That'll be in engines, but yeah, if we did want motors, I guess I could take them out. A second one here, but we want a splitter basically here, so that we can. Why are you not? So we can take them if we need to. But it looks like this might be perfectly lined up, or perfectly-ish. Maybe. So that's rotors. We then need reinforced iron plate. How am I going to weave these around? Let's make the assumption that this will be the maximum number of dubris I always have. Yeah, so all I'm really having to do is pull the materials down. And this is the furthest one up, as it were. So we could make, and we'll assume that we can fit the state of production sort of around whatever we're doing. So basically, let's crack out our poles. So we need to bring reinforced iron plate over this way, and it must be over here somewhere. Yeah, it's that one over there. So we need to avoid getting in the way of other inputs. But we can put this here, and then put it here, say. And reinforced is... We may well not be able to fit the stators around. Or I'm going to have to do something proper spaghetti here, I think. In fact, let's assume for that scenario. Because I can't see me fitting everything I need to in there. Okay. The other option is I turn this around. But because what I need, I'm going to need... What is everything here? So this wants... Oh, I haven't even set the recipe. So it was versatile framework. So that's going to need modular frames and steel beams. Steel beams are going to come from the other direction. So if I was to put... Yeah, so it's not quite enough room. So I'm thinking, basically... Oh, I could actually use one of them, couldn't I? Because what else? You need steel beams. Because what I'm thinking is if I bring both, you know, reinforced plates and... Because that's the line-up point, isn't it? Reinforced plates and... whatchamacallits... down here. Yeah, that'll work. And do them vertically aligned, basically. So I could have one coming out sort of here. Yeah, I like that. So this needs to be modular frames, doesn't it? Let's just check. No, reinforced iron plate for this one. Oh, let's just do... Oh, I thought there was a lower level to these. Okay, maybe not then. I can't fit enough. Oh, I can. Oh, that's alright. I didn't know you could stack them like that. Okay, that's fine. So, in other words, there was one coming in here. Oh no. What was this? This is a splitter, isn't it? But it's the wrong way around. Okay. So it needs to be that way around. Does it automatically connect if you do that? Oh, it's in the wrong place anyway. So it wants to be there. Does it connect the belts if you do that? Well, we'll see, I guess. And then we'll have the... No. We'll have the... No. Reinforced plates, basically, along the bottom. Where are they coming in? They're coming in here. Yeah, okay, so these need to be like that. Yeah, so Just Regular World Evolution is probably the most obvious one. There are a few other, you know, non-buildery games that seemed interesting. There was another one, wasn't there? That was like a management game. But yeah, it's very, very. I mean, the big thing is Elden Ring. Obviously, that's the big ticket item, as it were. But I mean, I've never actually played a Soulsborne game. I don't really get on with melee combat fundamentally. It's just not my bag, particularly. I can play platinum type games, and there are a few that look like that. But I don't know that if they're not actual like Yoko Taro platinum games, because things he does I really enjoy, where he's just like, it's like a incredibly miserable point of view on the world. The heck was that? Just wondering if someone knocking on my door. There was a strange noise. Yeah, so this is reinforced plates. And it's like Bayonetta. People go mad for Bayonetta, but for me, I was just like, meh. I don't, I know. Which is the other one? So, I'm not saying this is a thing. I'm ecstatic that there are other types of games for other types of players to enjoy, other things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am going to enjoy those things. And like Soulsborne, I kind of know. I mean, you never know. I might give it a go, and I'd be like, oh yeah, everyone's right. It's the most amazing game ever. But as I say, it being melee combat. I know you can do archers and mages and all that sort of stuff, but fundamentally, it's really about the melee. The hitting things with swords. And I know there's a thing. People say they're hard, but actually they're not really hard as such. It's more about precision and learning timing and things like that. But that's just not my cup of tea either. You're sort of saying, oh, it's not actually hard. It's it's about being good. They get good and all that sort of stuff. But say you're basically then switching out one type of I'm not interested for another type of I'm not interested. And I say, more than happy that there are such games for people to play and enjoy. It's just there. I think I'm digging a grave for myself here, in the sense that I think actually I'm blocking off a lot of the room that I need to make the stators. So this could all be a bit of a bad mistake. There you go. So that's modular frames. Yep. That's modular frames coming in for this one. It also needs steel beams, doesn't it? Yes, it needs steel beams. Yeah, I think we'll get them all made. I doubt we'll... I doubt we'll what? I doubt we'll actually hook everything up to the hub. But we'll be one step closer. And it'll also very much allow me to see just how woeful my production levels are. Because say I'm thinking, I don't know. You see, it's a bit like most building and construction games, where it forces you to do something. Why am I doing that? It forces you to do something, and then gives you the tools to sort of do it a lot better. A lot simpler, a lot easier. So I'm sure we'll get higher level belts in the next level of the hub and all that sort of stuff, which will be great. And there might even, I don't know if there is a second level of assembler or anything. We shall see. Where am I going to line this one up? So if I put this sort of here. Maybe put it here. And then we can have, because I'm anticipating we'll do the double double thing again. So there's probably going to need to be a splitter here for to do the concrete, but we will assume not for the time being. So it needs to be about there. Yeah, that'll do us. In fact, I might as well put them in, mightn't I? And then we're literally just missing the status. So that would hook up. In fact, I'll put that in there. So this would hook up here. Are you gonna... Oh, I need to hook up the full thing. There you go, you see, very crunchy autosave. Connect you to there. Connect you around here. Connect you there. And then, I say there needs to be a splitter here. We will ignore that for the time being. I'm pretty sure, I mean, these are needed for the stators, aren't they? So, oh, rotors, whichever one we need to do. So we might as well, oops, what happened there? Might as well sort of hook it up as well. Like so. So that's ready to go. Now are you making the things you need to make? So let's just have a go and check, make sure I haven't messed anything up. This has the platey jobs in. This has nothing in it. Why does that have nothing in it? Got them coming in. I guess they've only just arrived, maybe? Is that our first one? Yeah. Oh, they're tiny. I thought they were huge. Hurrah! We have them. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Right, so it's this one that's not hooked up, and this one... Did I put the... Oh, I haven't put them in. Okay. Let's put these in then. Now, let's see if you're going to play ball. I think that's a line, isn't it? There we go. So pop these in. One of them we can hook up already. I say we'll plop these in. There you go, there's a blue line. And then like that. Like that. Like that. And then we'll put these belts in. They're hooked up, so I'll put these ones in. No? What did you do there? Oh, a player is in the way. What an inconsiderate player. What an inconsiderate player. Getting in the way. Blocking me from doing what I want to do. So what does it actually need? It's presumably pipes, is it? One. Oh no, cables. Cables and stators. Right. So cables is easy, because that's right over here. Where's there we go. So that's cables. How am I going to get stators in? So cables are just there, and I could do something where I take the belt all the way around here, all the way back around here, all the way down here, you know, and plug it in here, and that gives me a nice bit of room to make some stators. But I'm not sure, because I got the pipes over there, and I could hook them up. I could do a second level on this, give me even more room. That'd work. But then I need to have splitters, don't I? So I was going to put the stators in? Oh, wasn't I? Put the stators in there. So what we could do, we want mergers. Let's try and see if we can work it out. I think we might double stack the splitters, basically. So if this is a merger, we want it to go there, but let's give ourselves maximum amount of room we can. So it could be there somewhere. And then where's a machine? There's a machine. And that would be there. Would it? That would be there. Yeah, okay, so if we then do splitters, and we can stack them, basically. I probably should be doing that more anyway. But, you know. So, obviously one's going to need to go in one direction and one the other, I think, isn't it? Because cables I need to bring in from the other way. So if I was to put this here... In fact, could I put them still, you know, not stacked? Would that work? Let's give it a go. So if this was... Oof. Oh, that's all a bit close. Okay, so if you're making stators, they're only 5 a minute. Okay. So it's not exactly fast volumes anyway. It's put it the wrong way around again, isn't it? There you go. So how many can I fit in just without... Because I can't... Oh, can't afford. Oh, I need some of the reinforced plates, which should be on here. No? What happened there? Let's just grab a load of them. Right hand. There we go. Bit concerned they're not moving. Okay. So let's make another one. What was the speed? No? There we go. 5 a minute. So that's 5, 10. I think we only had 3 before anyway. You know, on the ones downstairs. You're not going to align. No, you're not giving me blue. Oh, there we go. There's a blue line. What's the blue line here? Blue line is there. So this needs to be the other way around. Like that. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I'll just finish this off. I can't get through. There we go. So, we need to hook that up. There. 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 So what I'm thinking, basically, is I get this all working, I will hook up the SPAC elevator, you know, in my free time, as it were, off stream. I'll show you that, you know, when we start though, because it's going to take ages, because the production, the amount you need to put in, and the amount I'm able to both able to produce, and have the power to produce is pretty small. So we need one of them up there. So it's gonna be very slow to make anything. Come on, give me a snap point. There, no. There. Is that right? Right, so stator. And then let's just stick it in. And then we basically want to come straight back out again. Oh, well, let's get it running. So I need what? I need the steel pipes, which I had elevated here. Here we go. Now these aren't being used. This is just... What is this? This is... Oh, automatic wiring. So it's a stator and cables, okay. Right, so we need power. So let's do it on this side where we've got a little bit more room. Oh! Why do I have a... Guess it's just one of them days, really. You find a power pole. What are you doing? There we go. Float stuck on top of your machine. Just one of them days. Right, we've got the power. So what I need to do, like off stream, is basically go and boost up the coal power production. Because we'll be able to run this with the minimum things I've got going. I was going to bring wires in here. So I'm going to have to think. Nine. There we go. So let's put this, say, here. And this here. This up here. So there's wires. It also needs, as we said, the poles. Which I should just be able to attach there. You're red. Why are you red? Because you've not got a recipe stacked. So you're a stator. You're a stator. You're a stator. Okay. Only one of you has power. You're running! Hurrah! Hurrah! You're making stators. Hurry up and make me a stator. I just want to check it's all running okay. So there's a stator. There it comes. So that should be okay. Excuse me. So I need to somehow get a belt around here. I'm not sure what it will let me do in terms of clipping. No, it seems to be happy that it can clip through the... Oh, well, that's fine then. If you're happy, I'm happy. Right, we'll probably need to elevate that, I would expect. But I've forgotten what we need to feed into this machine. Obviously it's stators. Oh, it's cables, isn't it? So we've got a nice elevated thing here already, haven't we? So we just need to hook it up, basically. Okay. So, not far off at all. Oh, I'm missing iron plate. Okay. Iron plate's not even on this level, is it? Yeah, let's finish it. Let's finish it. Even if it goes long. I'm overdue for doing my thing. See, these are the walls I put in when I build it, and then I can take them out again because it's like safe to just drop down the levels, basically. You know, once all the floors are in and things like that. So where's iron? Next one down. Okay. This is what I was saying about maybe taking stuff out and, you know, putting it in belts further down, because at the moment, when I run out, I've got to run over to where the stuff is, or find where I'm using it somewhere else. Right, so let's take a couple of these. I just thought about it, I could have just flipped to level 3, because that is on that level. Oh well. Oh well, never mind. You don't appear to be doing anything. Oh, okay. I'll leave you be for the time being, but note that I'm going to come and sort you out. Be ready. Right. So this is level copper. This is not making anything. Why is that? Oh, very slow. Okay. So I'll nip over here. Oh. We'll nip over here. I say, what I'm thinking is I leave this running basically to make a load of, or make the next hub level, even though it's not particularly efficient. And what I'll do is say I'll hook it up to the hub between streams and show you that. I mean, it's obviously just a bunch of elevators going down and connecting into the hub, but yeah, okay. I'll also then go and add power, basically. So you see, we're not even, you know, see, it's not. This is empty, sort of thing. So it's all going to be very, very slow. Can I get over there? No. Right. So what I need is a elevated thingamy lined up with this. Somewhere here, I think. Is that there? No. It's supposed to be sort of here. No? What happened there? So stick that on there. Connect this to a new third level here. Oh! Belt's trying to take me away. Yeah, I'll sort out the power, and then next episode, next stream, will be some explorations, I think. Because I'm getting a bit... It's getting a bit repetitive, to be honest with you. Working on this all the time. Now, can I just stick in a hole like that? So I think a bit of exploration is in order, and I can sort of find the if there's some nice coal patches or iron patches or whatever. I'm just going to crudely hook this up. Sort of lost a bit of patience with it. But yeah, when there's enough power, I'll then come back and hook up all the machines that are, you know, turned off, basically, so that there's at least some decent production. And then I say I'll show you the results of all that. See what I mean? Because there's only one machine running, so it's not actually producing, well, virtually anything. So yeah, let's stick this on. Get our first thingamy. I imagine, you know, something like trains is going to use loads of like stators and stuff. Yeah, loads of motors, which means loads of stators. and rotors. So that's wires and that coming in. Oh, cables rather, not wires. Oh, I need 50 a minute, okay. We might as well boost this up then. What the heck? Cool. Okay, so that's getting something in there. So while we wait for this to make some, I should do my self-promo stuff. Even though there's no one watching to self-promo too. My camera's a bit low for some reason again. I have a lot of trouble with the camera. Yes, so I'm Trismegistus. Oh, this is me up here at Trismegistus. Oh, let's see if that's. Can I get a bit? Oh, I should move that because it's overlapped with the. Can't really read it. But yeah, I'm Trismegistus, and I stream Satisfactory every Friday at 3 o'clock for a couple of hours just after work, just a bit of fun. Nobody watches me do it, but that's fine. I also stream Factorio. There's a few people who watch that occasionally. I know Factorio basically, but what I'm trying to do is something I don't know, which is how to make a megabase. I've got thousands of hours in Factorio, built loads of bases, launched loads of rockets, but never actually made a megabase. So I'm working out, and it's particularly important to note that it's how I'm working out how to do a how I would do a megabase. It's not. I'm not. Well, I am. I was going to say I'm not using anybody else's blueprints, but I am because I'm using some balancers that some people have put on Factorio prints. So I am now using those. But that's because I don't think I've got the mental capability to work out how to do balancers. But yes, so I stream Factorio 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock at a minimum, so 3 hours. And this is British Summer Time. There's a schedule on my Twitch channel if you want your local equivalents. But I often go for 4, so it's 3 till 7 usually. However, this weekend with E3 having started and all the press conferences, probably only going to do 3-hour streams, and probably I might start on Sunday a bit earlier, because the Xbox one is actually a lot earlier than I thought it was for some reason. And I know they're all hype and advertising and whatever, but I enjoy watching them. And there's usually some gems in there of things I'll actually want to play. So my headphones are disappearing off the screen. Brilliant. But yes, I also have a YouTube channel. Weirdly, I had my worst stream ever last Sunday, both from the point of view of anybody watching. Nobody watched, literally. Oh, no. 2 people literally came in, decided not to stay and left. Which, I say, I'm not massively bothered by, but I felt atrocious because I just had my second COVID vaccine and I was really suffering the side effects. So that was not the most enjoyable stream. I cut it short, to be honest with you. So I've got a lot of makeup. I've got a lot of catch up to do. So Friday, even though it's a shorter stream, probably, although Saturday might be a bit longer, but I've got a lot to do, and I've worked out a plan of what I'm going to do, and we're going to crack through it. But we're at the stage where I am going to start making all the outposts I need, so we're not actually that far from the megabase stage, or at least getting to the point of working out bottlenecks and stuff. But I also need to finish. What I might end up doing, because I don't think I'll have time, is doing some of my like testing map, where this won't be this week, but where I'm designing things, because we could quickly get to the point where I'm caught up with what I've planned out. So then I may switch to doing it as creative mode designing. But yeah, so as I say, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can also do so. Both Twitter and YouTube are alias to Triggles, as I believe that's a bit easy for people to say. I don't appear to be able to change my name on Twitch. I guess because I'm not an affiliate or an associate or whatever. But yes, so that's all my self-promo stuff. That was a terrible bit of self-promo, but that's me. So if you have been watching this on the catch-ups or live or anything, then a follow, a like, a subscribe, any of that sort of stuff is very much appreciated. If you're on YouTube, if you want to comment or any of that sort of stuff, ring bells. That's apparently a thing. There's a bell for you to ring. I don't know. Then that's great. So yeah, I will call it a stream there. We are basically, I say, we are now making, even if it's very slowly, we are making everything. So we've got whatever them are, some of them, and of course, whoops, some of these. So say, off stream, I'll hook them up to the hub, I'll go and add more power, I'll turn everything on here, and then next stream we will do some exploring because I need something different to do. Okay, yeah, so thanks for watching. Cheers.